What deal was Joshua going to enforce in Joshua 1? This is the question we seek to answer today as we continue our verse-by-verse study of the book of Joshua on Walking Through the Bible.
His word, the glory of his cross.
If you have a Bible with you, turn to Joshua chapter 1. We're going to be reading from verses 10 to 18. If you don't have a Bible, don't worry. Just follow along with us on the screen. The version that we'll be reading from is the New King James Version. So Joshua chapter 1, beginning at verse 10. Then Joshua commanded the officers of the people, saying, Pass through the camp and command the people, saying, Prepare provisions for yourselves, for within 3 days you will cross over this Jordan to go in to possess the land which the Lord your God is giving you to possess. And to the Reubenites, the Gadites, and half tribe of Manasseh, Joshua spoke, saying, Remember the word which Moses, the servant of the Lord, commanded you, saying, The Lord your God is giving you rest, and is giving you this land. Your wives, your little ones, and your livestock shall remain in the land which Moses gave you on this side of the Jordan. But you shall pass before your brethren armed, all your mighty men of valor, and help them until the Lord has given your brethren rest, as he gave you, and they have also taken possession of the land which the Lord your God is giving them. Then you shall return to the land of your possession and enjoy it, which Moses, the Lord's servant, gave you on this side of the Jordan, towards the sunrise. So they answered Joshua, saying, All that you command us we will do, and wherever you send us we will go. Just as we heeded Moses in all things, so we will heed you. Only the Lord your God be with you, as he was with Moses. Whoever rebels against your command and does not heed your words, in all that you command him, shall be put to death. Only be strong and be of good courage. In our last lesson, we began our verse-by-verse study of Joshua. Israel is on the cusp of crossing over the Jordan and begin taking the promised land. Moses has just died, and Joshua is their new leader. The Lord is encouraging Joshua to be faithful to him, to be strong, courageous, and not afraid, for the Lord would be with him, and he would be with Israel. Thus now was the time to attack. In order to prepare for such an attack, verse 10 says that Joshua gathered the officers of the people and told them to go through the camp and prepare provisions for themselves, for in 3 days the people would cross over the Jordan to go and possess Canaan. By giving this command to actually gather food, which in Hebrew would also include meat, shows us that the miraculous supply of manna from heaven was soon going to end. Now, the presence of this command of Joshua concerning the time period, 3 days from then, that they would cross over the Jordan, presents us with a small problem. For we have the spies in chapter 2 taking 3 days to return to the camp. And in chapter 3, we have another 3 days mentioned, meaning that we could have as much as a week from the sending of the spies and the crossing of the Jordan. This is only a problem until we remember that sometimes in the Old Testament, things aren't always in chronological order, as such was commonplace in Hebrew writing, even if it's not in our time period's writing. Chapter 2 seems to have taken place before verse 10 of chapter 1, or perhaps concurrently to parts of it. Thus, when we realize this, all confusion should disappear. However, even though Israel was about to cross over the Jordan, not all of them would. For remember, 2.5 tribes actually were inheriting land on the east side of the Jordan. This request was conditionally granted by Moses in Numbers 32. For that condition, let's reread Numbers 32, 28 to 30. So Moses gave the command concerning them to Eleazar the priest, to Joshua the son of Nun, and to the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said to them, If the children of Gad and the children of Reuben cross over the Jordan with you, every man armed for battle before the Lord, and the land is subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead as a possession. But if they do not cross over armed with you, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. As you can see then, the condition for the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh being able to inherit east of the Jordan was they send their men of war with Israel when they cross the Jordan. The rest of their people could stay. That is the agreement that Joshua is enforcing here, and the peoples of these tribes did not renege on that deal, for they want the land. They said that they obeyed the words of Moses, and they would obey Joshua's words as well. Let's also take into account that even though the study of Numbers was a little ways back, the deal made between these tribes and Moses was probably only a month or two back. Thus, the people who made the bargain are the exact same people who would cross over, making it much less likely that they would renege. Regardless, though, they said that they would follow Joshua, and that anyone who wouldn't would be put to death. However, before Israel would cross, they would need some surveillance and military intelligence, leading us to the story that we'll cover, the Lord willing, in chapter 2. With that, our time is up for today. The Lord willing, we hope you'll join us for tomorrow's discussion of Joshua chapter 2, verses 1 to 7, as we continue our walk through the Bible, one verse at a time.
Thank you for watching today's episode. We hope that you found it edifying and ask that you not only subscribe to our channel and podcast, but that you like and share this episode among your friends, so that the saving gospel of Jesus Christ can go out to the whole world.